2005 987 Boxster S for 2 years now, and in that time I've covered 10,000 miles. So 2 years ago my MX-5 exploded, leaving a two-seater sports car sized hole in my life that I had to fill, and at that point my hunt began for a Porsche. A few days after my search began, I came across a video online of car YouTuber selling a 987 Boxster with the two options that I thought were essential, which were the lobster claw wheels and the Bose sound system. I think the video was titled, "Is it a mistake to buy a cheap Porsche?" To answer that, yes. Yes, it was. Off to Milton Keynes I went to buy this car, and it wasn't until a week later where this car already needed quite a bit of work. Well, since then, this car has been an on and off daily, and I've covered 10,000 miles. So I'll be going through what it's been like to live with for those 10,000 miles and what kind of issues I've ran into. So I will just do you a quick rundown on the spec of this car. So we've got, with it being an S, you've got white dials there. We've got the extended leather on the top, just the standard unit here. You can get the one with the screen, but I have my phone mounted up here, so I don't really feel like I need the screen. Heated seats, Bose sound system, which there's normally a storage unit here, but if you have the Bose, that is the sub. The seats are the thin non-sports seats. I have sat in the sports seats, which have more like a wing to it here, which those are very nice, or which could be a good upgrade. It's just full black leather interior. It's got the metal, it's a bit filthy, but it's got the metal kick plates here. That is an optional extra. It's got the optioned electric auto dimming mirror. It's got that. And then let's have a quick walk around the outside. I have driven down quite a muddy path to get here, so do excuse the state of the car. But we've got those 19-inch lobster claw wheels, which was a must for me. I think it's finished in GT silver, which is a metallic color. We've got the xenon headlights around the front, and with this being an S, you do get that extra middle intake bit here. The non-S's, the 2.7s, don't get that. It's got washing headlights, it's got that there. And I do have a bit of an exhaust blow around the back, so I am going to be reverting that back to stock from the Top Gear exhaust, but it seems to have taken daily duties rather well. It's also got plenty of storage. Of course, it's all full because I have filled this car full of tats that I've accumulated, really. Oh well, the front's empty, but no, it's served me very well as a daily car for the time being. So I'll give you a quick rundown of the work that I've done to this car. So the most obvious would be the engine rebuild, which while it was being rebuilt, I also had a new clutch, IMS, RMS, timing kit, low temperature thermostat and other bits, but I did do a full video on that, so do go and watch that back. Just normal wear and tear, so I needed a new set of rear tyres. I now need a new set of fronts. So I've done that. Discs and pads all round, I did that myself, which there is a video on that. The exhaust had rusted, the stock exhaust had rusted through, so I have fitted a Top Gear exhaust. I had a hot start issue, which I fixed a couple of weeks ago, which was some wiring under the bonnet. Short shift kit from eBay was put in as my gear cables snapped, which there's videos on that. Air conditioning switches, which is something that always goes wrong. Roof elastics, and the refresh to the front lights. All of that has been covered on my channel, so do go back and watch any of those videos if you are interested. So how have I covered those miles? So yeah, as I said, this has been my daily car, so it's been doing the commute to work as well as going to meets, events and drives on the weekends. With Boxsters having two boots, it deals with daily tasks incredibly well. I can fit a full week's worth of shopping in this car, both filling up the front and the back, and I've actually never had any issues with storage on this car. Even on the inside, I mean, it's a bit of a state now, but I've got plenty of room for all of my camera gear, hats, a jumper pack, and other things that you would carry around in a car with you. So space really hasn't been an issue with this car. But yeah, it has done all the pretty mundane miles, all all very well to and from work, and averaging over the course of all of that around 20 mpg, which I don't think is too bad. I don't tend to do much motorway miles. It's all small roads and through villages and things like that, a bit like what I'm driving on now. When I have had another car that I've used as a daily, this then becomes more of a weekend and occasion car, and it definitely does step up to the plate as being a weekend car. As if I haven't driven this car for a week or two, it always feels like an occasion getting into it. Just, it does feel quite special, especially the way it drives and the exhaust notes with that Top Gear exhaust that I put on. But buying this car has really allowed me to get into the Porsche community for what isn't a huge price, I don't think, and it's really opened my eyes to it, as I didn't know sort of the world of Porsche before buying this car, and it's one of those brands that I think I'm going to struggle to leave. So my next car will probably be a Porsche of some sort. As I've spoken about before, I'm always looking at the next best thing, whether that be a 987.2, a 981, or maybe even a 911 of some sort. All of my car purchasing ideas have been Porsche based. But the future for this car, as I said, I'm quite vocal on this channel that I do always want to buy something new, and the grass is always greener on Auto Trader. But I think the values of these cars have dropped quite a bit. I paid around 12.5 for this. Those values are now down quite a bit. So to sell this and then go into something else, it would just cost a bit too much money, I think, that I'm willing to part with at the moment. So I think what I'll do is I'll hold on to this car and carry on depreciating it and really stick on another load of miles. So in summary, it might sound like I hate this car with the amount of work and money I've had to throw into it and the issues that it keeps on throwing up. But no, I don't. Absolutely love this car. It's introduced me to the world of Porsche. I've managed to put those 10,000 miles on, and I think I'd be looking to do some more memorable miles of road trips in England, Wales, Scotland, or maybe even Europe. So do stay tuned for that. And yeah, see you in the next one.